Hey y'all, this is Christy with Lulu Ladybug Creations, and today we're going to be making this gorgeous green and blues Peekaboo Tumbler. I call it the Tree of Life. Starting off with some glitters. I have all of them in the description where I got them. Most of my glitter, or most of these, come from either HobbyLobby or Michael's, except the larger one at the end. I got that one from this little shop that used to be open near me, and it was called Burlap and Bees. I think they only sell printed vinyl now, and I really wish they were selling glitter, because this glitter I'm already running out of, and it's almost like a medium chunky green glitter, and it's really pretty. But anyways, here we go. I'll have all the names of the glitters in the description. So off screen, I've already prepped my tumbler. I sanded it down, rubbed it down, wiped it down with alcohol. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint it with this green. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the green, but it's a really pretty, almost kind of like, it looks better under glitter, but of course, I don't even know why I say that, glitter kind of hides it a little bit. It's kind of like a mossy green, I guess. But I'm going to use it as my adhesive for the glitter, and this will be the glitter that that'll be part of the peekaboo part of the tumbler. These little brushes, of course, I always mention them that I get them at Dollar Tree. They're Wet n Wild, and sometimes I add glitter glue to the paint, but I'm just putting it directly, using it directly just as a glue itself, as an adhesive itself, not a glue, an adhesive. And I want to make sure I coat the tumbler evenly so that it doesn't show bulky under the glitter. And of course I'm using several different greens for the first layer of I guess the peekaboo part of the tumbler. And I'm trying to do my best to do an ombre, but I guess it's not really going to matter for this cut because of course this is the peekaboo part, and it's the tree. So what you're going to see on this part would be the tree, the leaves and stuff. So I wasn't too concerned with putting the glitter perfect on here because, you know, it's just the leaves, it's the tree. The only part that I do try to worry about is the bottom part, which will be it'll be the brown part, so it'll be like the base of the tree, and that I do want to make sure that I get right, because that part of the stencil that I use, that I cut out, that'll be the whitest part, so that'll be the most glitter that you'll see on this tumbler as far as the peekaboo part goes. after I get all this glittered, off camera, I cut out my stencil. The stencil, I got it from Creative Fabrica. That, I did forget to put the link to that in the description, but I did do a search for Tree of Life. And it was a lot of cutting because of course it's a lot of little leaves. So you'll see it here in a second, the stencil. And of course you see that it's not too perfect, but that's okay because this is the peekaboo part of the cup. And there's the stencil. I've already added 2 coats of epoxy to the tumbler, and now I'm going to place the stencil on the cup. If y'all want me to make a video, of course, putting the epoxy, let me know in the comments, and I will add that on my next video. What I'm doing, and it's off camera, is I'm cutting my transfer tape that I'm going to use to transfer this template over to the cup. This transfer tape that I'm using, I purchased it off of Amazon, and it's like a really big roll of just, it's clear. It doesn't have any of the grid lines or anything like that. But I use that to transfer over this template, this stencil, over to the cup. I'm sorry. Sorry if you could hear that. That's a loud car passing by. I don't know if it's noticeable on the recording, but anyways. So you see the transfer tape is clear, and it's not too tacky, but it's perfect for stencil material. You know, I messed up really bad here. Not on the stencil, not on the cup, but I didn't cut it right. So here I am using 2 pieces, and then luckily I got it all off in one piece. But and I think this is the I'm trimming the edges because of course it's extra wider than the stencil. So I'm just trimming off the edges here. I don't remember if it was on this video or if it was on another tumbler that I was making, but I used a rolling cutter to cut some material, and I cut that Flynn Sisters silicone mat. I was so mad. because I love that mat. But I'll just have to buy another one. This one, it still works, but you know, when I try to clean it, I just got to make sure it doesn't come apart. See? I was so mad at myself for doing that. I just want to make sure that it's adhered to the stencil really good before I take off the backing and move it over to the cup. Sometimes for stenciling I'll use removable vinyl. I'll use a color that I won't use on a cup, so I'll use it if I find it on clearance or something at the store. I'll use it for my stenciling. But this I bought for this cup, and I got it at HobbyLobby. But I'm gonna try to put it on with using the hinge method. I'm gonna struggle with it because all the little leaves, I shouldn't have. I guess that was the hard part because of all the extra little bitty leaves that are on this cutout. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what do I need to do? How do I need to do this? I do trim the bottom off. I don't know if you see at the very bottom, it's stretched. I should have cut it. Instead, I left it, but there's two thin lines of the template that kind of, I guess it was like if the tree is on a hill or something, and I should have trimmed it off and I didn't, but it's okay. It's really thin, so you can't see it too much. But hinge method isn't going to work too well. So it's going to take me a little longer to place it because I didn't want to mess up the leaves. I don't want to speed up this part because I want y'all to see how I placed it on the cup. I thought right here for sure I messed it up, and I was a little nervous. And I thought, I'm mad. It's torn. Goodness. So now, excuse me, now I'm gonna take off the transfer tape, and I'm trying to be real careful so that I don't pull up any of the leaves. And it almost started to pull up right there, and I sat it back down. Okay, so off camera, I've already spray painted the cup the way that I'm gonna lay down the glitter over the peekaboo. And all these glitters, I have them in the description. I have them listed in the description. But I did spray it out. I did take it outside and sprayed it. If y'all want to see me spray a tumbler, I did it ombre. Let me know, of course, in the comments, and I'll make a video of me spraying for my glittering. And I did use the dark blue and the green. There was Rust-Oleum 2 times. The light blue in the middle is Color Shot. Color Shot, I love that paint. I love that spray paint. It's a primer and a paint, and I don't know, it just goes on really good. But so that I'm folding up these little pieces of tape, and I'm figuring out, because I'm gonna need to know where the stencil is under the glitter, and I can't do all the leaves, so I'm gonna put this tape only on the trunk of the tree, so that at least I can pull it up from the trunk and then work my way up to the little leaves. So I'm just making little markers so that I can know where to start peeling off the stencil. I'm going to use Crystal-Lac glitter glue as my adhesive for the glitter, the top layer, the outer layer of glitter. I want to make sure I don't get that. I use that parchment paper when I glitter, and I don't want to get glue all over it. So anyways, I just want to make sure I get it all. There's some racket going on outside. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna use a glitter glue to adhere all the glitter. After a couple of videos, I'm sure I'll be better at talking through the video. But not right now. I haven't gotten used to this yet. I want to make sure that I don't have like chunks of glue, I guess, so that because it shows under the glitter, and that's why you see me kind of flattening it down with the brush, trying to make it even, I guess, even if you will. So I glittered it, I let it sit, but I didn't let it sit long enough, and the glue wasn't completely dry when I started to pull up those little blue tape markers that I use. And you'll see the glue, it's still wet. I don't know if you can see it there, but it was still wet, and I still took a chance and kept going. Don't keep going, let your glue dry. I couldn't wait. After the first couple of peels that I do here with the stencil, I'll speed up the camera because it took a lot of time peeling up all those little leaves, and you'll see at the ending. I'll slow it down at one part so that you'll see how tedious it was to pull up all the little leaves. You know, I was really nervous pulling up all these little leaves because I was afraid of scratching the glitter with that weeding tool. I kept switching back from the weeding tool to the tweezers and going back and forth, seeing that right there is where I was afraid of scratching the glitter. So you have to be really careful when you're doing this on glitter, because if you scratch it, then that's pretty much it. You could try to fix it, but and all these little leaves, the stencil was messy. It was messy because there's so many little pieces, and you'll see my hands all full of the stencil, all full of the stickiness. But I'm gonna speed up the video here in just a few minutes. After I get done weeding off all the stencil, I'm taking a little brush, a little thin brush, and I'm going to try to clean in between all the leaves to move excess glitter that got in between. And then I'll put 2 coats of Flint Sisters Fast Cure Epoxy, and that will be it. This tumbler will be done. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if y'all made it this far, put me a heart in the comments. But here she is, all done. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for visiting me. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.